Known for its history with artists, this is a gem of a neighborhood. Come spend the afternoon with us as we explore Montparnasse.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And we're your guides abroad. So on this afternoon, our first stop is going to be the most popular thing to do in this entire neighborhood, and our last stop is the second most popular thing to do. In between, figure out what you want to do. I think it's a cute neighborhood. Big push, Benny, big push. Yeah, dude. So this is the back of the entrance to Les Catacombs, the Paris Catacombs. So get this, they dug up a lot of bodies, I think in the 19th century, early 19th century. It's about 6 million people, and they put them down in the catacombs that are right below our feet right here. We're not doing the tour because our kids are a little young and can be a little scary because, you know, their femurs and skulls all stacked up on each other. But what I've read is that's not the scary part, it's more just like the claustrophobia of it all. Anyways, if you want to do it, check it out. We got the prices here. We are here during the winter, so it's not hard to get tickets. They had a lot of availability like a week out, but during the summer, this can be full. Eric and I have been here one time where we've seen the line go all the way around this like block. There's like a middle square here, intersection. So cool place to check out, but this is the most popular thing to do in this neighborhood. All right, on to some other things that don't require tickets. As we're walking, this neighborhood, the location of it is an easy metro trip down from central Paris, about 20, 30 minutes, depends where you're at. And it is on the left bank. It is in the 14th arrondissement. Something interesting about, so why is it called Montparnasse, is because there used to be a lot of quarries around here. In the 16th century, they dumped a lot of that rubble and they made an artificial hill. So to be really grandiose about it, they called it a mount, and then Parnasse, like the Parnasse Mountains in Greece. So that is what this is named after. I love that, really. It took a little fake hill and made a lot out of it. Good name. Okay, so right now we're on the cute little shopping street. It's kind of like pedestrian street, but it's not. But this is a charming area of Montparnasse, and this is the part they always say, like, I can tell just like it's very Parisian, very local. It feels very nice here with the little like produce markets and the patisseries and the bakeries. And this is a nice area to check out. It is south of the cemetery, and this feels like the neighborhood that I read so much about. This is a lovely place. Yeah, we are at Montparnasse Cemetery right now. One of the more popular things to do in this neighborhood. Why is it popular? Because there's so many famous people buried here. Artistic elites, famous authors, even the publishers who made these guys famous. There's a lot here. Look for a sign when you come in to point you in the right direction of like a tombstone or a site that you want to visit. For us, we have two things that we want to see while we're here in the cemetery. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, so here in the cemetery, it was founded in, the story goes back to like the early 17th century, right? And what used to be here was 3 operating farms. And they were owned by like a group of brothers, a brothers charity, and also a hospital. And the cemetery started because the people who died at the hospital and the bodies were unclaimed, they'd start burying them here. But this farm used to have over 30 windmills on it, or 30 mills on it, and the only one that remains of the farm is the one right behind me. So right there, it's the only part of these farms that exist. So now it is all 47-acre cemetery. It's the second largest in Paris. We've been to the largest one in Paris, which is more famous, and this has just a different vibe. It is quieter, gets a lot less visitors to it, so we really enjoy just walking around nice and quiet today, enjoying it, looking at the tombs, reading about them, stuff like that. But it's cool to find the original windmill, the last surviving thing of the farm that is here before what you see today.
So post-World War I and during the Roaring 20s, Montparnasse became like a very sought-after location for creatives. So like Montmartre, Montparnasse had cabarets and dance halls and theaters, and it was more affordable. And so you had all of these people flocking here, the artists flocking here, the creative class flocking here. And it became a very up and coming and sought after place to be.
So we're on Montparnasse Boulevard right now. This is like a big shopping area, but mostly is for the cafes and cinemas. A lot of history here. We're right here by the Vavine metro station. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But there's a cafe here, there's a cafe here, La Select, and there's a Cafe La Rotonde on the corner. All these are very famous from the 1920s, you know, with like Hemingway and Picasso and Albert Camus and Josephine Baker, and all these amazing like people would come here because it was affordable, it was cheap, they could have a coffee, sit all day and just talk about art and literature and all that cool stuff, and also enjoy the jazz too. So a lot of great history here. We are going to hop into one of these, wherever looks best for us, and check it out. Anyways, on to lunch, we're starving. So we end up going with Les Select. It is a very casual cafe. It is great. It's got those bistro chairs, lovely atmosphere here. It's full of lovely Parisians right now, all having a great lunch. And they do give the history in here. I mean, the list of celebrities is astounding. We even have pictures on the walls of a lot of the celebrities who come in here. Some of my favorites though, of course, Hemingway, Picasso, Henry Miller. Henry Miller, love his stories, love his books, like Tropical Cancer, one of my favorites. And Scott Fitzgerald. Of course, has bias towards the Americans on that list, but lots of French, lots of other ones. I'm just not that classy and know all these. All right, so we're gonna have a nice lunch before we head back out. This is a crêperie, that's a crêperie, that's a crêperie right there. I'll just spin around, that's a crêperie, and that's a crêperie. We just passed two over there. Sorry, that was really close. And there's another one around the corner. There it is. All right, so get this. In Montparnasse, they have a really busy train station, and above the train station is this garden right here. So you gotta go through the train station and then like up some stairs, but it is supposed to be a nice little oasis. It's okay, but it's a nice place. During the summer, but it's a lot nicer. Taller than Sacré-Cœur, but not as big as Eiffel Tower. This is Paris's tallest skyscraper. It is 59 floors tall. It was built between 1961 and 1971. Paris mayor wanted to modernize Paris, so he got these modern designs and he kind of pushed it through to, even though a lot of people didn't like it, a lot of people still don't like it, but heck, I like to be different in Paris, and I say, I kind of like it. And we are going to the top for one heck of a view, so come with us.
We've timed the end of our day to be up at the Montparnasse Tower for sunset. We have the Eiffel Tower behind me. We have a beautiful sunset view that way, which is, we are lucky on this winter day to have a beautiful sunset. You know what's also beautiful? Our Paris Wayfinder itinerary. I am biased. We worked with a wonderful local guide to create perfect days out in the city. So if you are heading to Paris, make sure you check it out at yourguidesabroad.com/itineraries. So now we're gonna take lots of pictures of the beautiful Paris skyline and head out for dinner tonight. Thanks so much for watching.